Back by popular demand, I welcome you guys to Jimmy. Jimmy wants to welcome you as well to another video of r/IDontWorkHereLady with a little bit of entitled parents. So it's kind of even Steven, you know? Let's get right into the video and hope you guys do enjoy. You know what you're talking about, so you must work here. You're lying. Let my kid have your knives. I'm a cook by trade and have been working in the industry for nearly 10 years now. This happened roughly a year and a half ago, and I would often make a grocery run to the local Whole Foods, which is along my way home. I'm by default a helpful sort of guy. I'm often in my black chef's coat with the restaurant's logo on the shoulders and name tag on my right breast, sometimes heavily soiled if work was busy, and carrying my knife roll bag on my shoulder, so if people are looking lost at the aisles and they see me, they often ask for advice. This is usually asking about gluten-free products, antioxidant crap, and whatnot. I'm more than happy to help. I will note that the cooking staff here work in white coats rather than black. One day after a day of hard work, I'm at Whole Foods, picking out flour for pancakes as the next day would be my day off. Cake flour for scuffle pancakes, if you're that interested. An older gentleman asked me my opinion on spices, which are absurdly expensive in supermarkets, and I advise him to actually go to a wholesale store to get them cheaper and in bulk rather than buy the tiny little bottle of overpriced spices. We got into a discussion about baking and which flours were best for certain items for several minutes, and he left a happy man. Insert the moment we have all been waiting for. EM, entitled mother, fairly nice looking, crappy personality. Entitled kid, 6-year-old who'd rather not be here and spoiled beyond reason. Me, happy to help, not happy to be screeched at by ungrateful people. M, manager, nice fellow, never saw him again. AM, he's the manager now. Hey mister, are you a chef? Huh, sure I am. What are you gonna make? Big fluffy pancakes tomorrow. What's that on your back? Oh, that's my knife set. I carry it with me because they're very expensive and I don't want anyone to take them when I'm not working. Cue his mother, who had apparently been looking up for him. She sees me and her eyes instantly lights up. Oh, excuse me, can you help me? Sure, what do you need? I'm looking for activated almonds. Do you know where I can get them? Yeah, but you should know that activated almonds are literally just almonds sitting overnight in water. It doesn't have any special properties. Really? That sounds like a scam. Oh, it really is. Then do you know where I can find the pickles? Should be by the canned section, and I point towards the aisles. Can you show me? Okay, sure. I grab my basket with flour, eggs, and whatnot. This is honestly should have clued EM in. Berages me with questions about various pickles on the shelves as I help her to get the one she needed for her sandwiches. While explaining the different kinds of sets of pickles there were and how to pickle at home, I set my knife bag against the shelf because my shoulder was aching. At this point, bored as heck and not at all interested in the advice being vomited by yours truly, decided to grab my bag in an attempt to inspect it. Oh, sorry kid, you can't touch that. I grab a hold of my bag. EM looks shocked that I took it away from him and is making an angry face. Oh, don't worry about EM. EK is a careful boy and won't break anything. That may well be true, ma'am, but I'm not risking a child cutting themselves on my knives. Don't be so selfish. You should be glad my son is taking an interest in your profession. That's great and all, but you should teach your child not to grab strangers' items, especially when it's full of potentially dangerous tools. Don't tell me how I should raise my child. Apologize now. I'm not going to apologize for stopping your kid from grabbing my bag of knives. I want to see him. Oh, come on, you can't let him see your knives. I'm sorry, ma'am, but these are my personal tools and taking them out in public setting would be dangerous and unprofessional. I'll buy it off you. What? Here, this should be enough. Pulls out $50. Lady, the chef knife alone cost me well over $250. Never mind the bag itself is $50. You're lying. Whatever, I'm not gonna argue with you. Good day, ma'am. At this point, I'm done with entitled mom. But she isn't letting me go. Literally, she grabs a hold of my knife bag and demands I sell it to her. You don't deserve these. Hand them over. I'll call your manager. At this time, I believe she was talking about my actual manager at the establishment I worked at. Go ahead. Now let go. Makes incoherent screeching noises as I tear my knife bag out of her claws and walk away. About 5 minutes later, I'm accosted by the EM who had gotten herself a resigned looking manager. Being sort of a regular at Whole Foods, people know me by the appearance and the manager sees me and looks surprised. There he is. I want that man fired and arrested. Arrested? For what? EM tells the manager some BS about me stealing the knives before running off with a strangely vague amount of money. Lady, I said I'm not going to sell the knives to you and I don't even work here. He's right, he doesn't work here. He works at the restaurant. Points to my shoulder. Makes incoherent, confused noises. Also, I've got someone to watch the security cameras and... In comes the assistant manager. Hey, I've looked over the tapes and you're lying. He points to me. Was helping you with your kid before he started grabbing his stuff. He warned him off and you offered him money, but he declined. Ma'am, are we going to have a problem here? Makes a noise reminiscent of a strangled cat and apologetically shuffles away. And that's that. I paid for my stuff, went home, and made the fluffiest, softest pancakes known to man the very next day. Then I got a text from my actual manager who was asking about a woman complaining about me specifically and writing bad reviews. Needless to say, that was the last we heard of the woman. For the next few weeks anyways. But that's a different story. Entirely. By popular demand, here's the Scoutful pancake recipe with tips. I just like how he has the ability to include the recipe. I'll tell you this, guys. 500 likes, and I'll create I'll take the recipe and I'll make it and I'll record a video through it. There's a reason I'm saying 500 likes. I don't get that much likes. Woman wants to have me arrested because I won't help her. For some background information, I actually do work for the company I was shopping at, but not at this location. I was in the area of the certain store and decided to take a look around, since the public offer was the same as my employee discount. I found a few items I've desperately wanted and have been out of stock in my store for a while. After taking the items I wanted, I quickly refolded some of the shirts I had unintentionally crumpled. I walked around the store for another 5 minutes with the 2 shirts I want in my hand. This is when crazy lady CL approached me. Excuse me, looked around slightly confused. Yes? What are those shirts in your hand? I've been wandering around the store for an hour and can't find them. Points to the prominent table 5 feet in front of her. That's a silly spot for it. I guess there's a reason you people work in retail. Starts to walk away, slightly confused. Excuse me, where do you think you're going? I'm gonna go pay for my stuff. I don't actually work here. Well, that's too bad. You need to stay and help me. I'm sorry. I have somewhere to be. I can hear manager. Where's the manager? This lady is harassing me. Shocked face as the manager arrives. She's harassing me. I just want a shirt and she keeps bothering me. I want to file charges. Be a dear and call security. Also include some racist comments I'd rather not include. At this point, another customer chimes in and tells the manager CL is lying. She gets escorted out of the store while making a huge scene. I got the shirts, but I'm too mortified to ever go back to that location again. This is a condensed version, half-an-hour ordeal, so I've cut parts out to keep it short. Short and sweet. Just like my channel likes it, right guys? Make quick stories so I can end the video quicker? Nah, I'm just playing around, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to these stories. A lot! I would completely understand if you would want to unsubscribe right now. But don't! So, Comfy is being lazy right now and won't record his own outro, so I guess I'll do it for him. He's so entitled. You guys know what Comfy is an entitled person? Like an entitled parent, dude? He's a father of like 23 children, or 3,100 on YouTube. Ugh. Entitled parents, man. Anyways, I don't know how his outros go, but I hope you guys have a great day, and, Yeah, this is a lot of stress putting on a Jimmy here. Please don't do that again, okay? Alright, guys. Okay, so now that Comfy's left the video and he's not watching anymore, keep this between you and me, but Comfy is actually thinking about quitting his YouTube channel. No, I'm not. Jimmy, why would you lie? You told me this morning. I said April Fool's after. And what does that mean? Never mind. I think that my viewers will understand. Just leave it in.